Well, center stage this week in San Francisco, a production of Girl from the North Country at Broadway SF's Golden Gate Theater. It's a musical that features 20 iconic songs from Bob Dylan. So joining us right now is Jay Russell, one of the stars of the show who plays Mr. Perry. Hi, Jay. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. How are you? Nice to talk to you.
I am doing well, and I'm sure you're super busy with the musical being on tour, but it won Tony's on Broadway in New York. We know the audience really loves the show, but when you're on stage, let's talk about how it feels to have that audience reaction.
Oh my God. I mean, that's the reason I do live theater. I mean, I've done a decent amount of TV and film, but there's no other way to get that live response as far as
Good
laughter and
evening.
applause.
Tonight's
Uh,
story
it,
begins and ends at a guest house in Duluth,
It's
Minnesota.
so in the moment, and I think
November
that's why I enjoy
1990.
going to a great show and especially listening to the songs sort of tell a story, which is so interesting about this show because Bob Dylan is a great storyteller when it comes to his music. Were you at all surprised to sort of see that kind of transfer to an onstage production? What were your impressions?
yeah, I mean, I think Conor McPherson, who wrote the book and chose the songs and directed our production on Broadway and on tour, perfect match, Bob Dylan, because he loves mystery, he loves complexity, he loves humor. And, Bob Dylan was famous for saying, ever since he was started out, people would say, "What are your songs about?" And he was like, "What do you think they're about?" And our show has similarities in that way, and that I think every audience member takes something different from the experience, which makes it the ultimate live theater experience, I think.
Yeah, and I guess it can run the gamut, right? I'm sure you laugh a little, you cry, maybe even both with all the emotions throughout the show. Really quick before I let you go, I have to ask, and I'm sure you've been asked this question before. Do you have a favorite Bob Dylan song?
I would say probably our one of our final songs, which is "Forever Young." I
Mm.
think uh, it's a beautiful, poetic. When it comes into the show, it's magical. I love that song.
Wow. Well, I mean, that song has stood the test of time for sure. Jay, we thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. Girl from the North Country at the Golden Gate Theater. Have a great show, break a leg, and enjoy the rest of your tour.
Thank you so much. Come see us.
Absolutely.